You guys are killing it. This is how you walk out of an aid station with food in hand. Perfect. You guys are looking fresh. Keep it up.
Yeah.
All day. All day. All day. You got it. All right. What's up, guys? My name is Adam McRoberts, and I am here with Big Things Crewing. Big Things Crewing is a company we started, and we cater to ultramarathon runners. We can help you get to the start line with coaching plans or training plans, and we can help you get to the finish line as well with crewing, pacing, and whatever you guys need. We're here in beautiful Fairplay, Colorado, and we're at the Silver Heels 100. We're out pacing and crewing and helping people get to the finish. We got the finish line back there, and we slowly got runners trickling in right now, and it's a beautiful day out here. Today we're going to do a video about pacing. Pacing an ultramarathon runner can be, you know, it can be a daunting task if you've never done it before. And basically the job of the pacer is to run along your runner, and you're trying to get them to the finish. What you're doing is you're reminding them when to eat, when to drink, and you're just basically taking care of them and making sure they're not getting lost in the woods in the middle of the night. Woo! Yeah! Good job, man! Take a right!
Right!
Take a right! You gotta go around! Yeah! Nice work!
Good job!
You got it! Pacing an ultramarathon runner. So the first thing you want to do is you want to sit this runner down and you want to have a long conversation with them, preferably the night before the race, and figure out what their goals are for the race. Everybody's goal is going to be different. You know, are they racing this thing? Are they trying to get in a top 10 finish, or are they just trying to finish it? Is it their first or third 100-miler and all they want to do is make it to the finish line? You want to have this conversation way before the day of the event. So sit them down and have a long talk. Come up with an A plan, a B plan, a C plan. You want to have a goal for the race, but you want to have some backup plans too in case things go wrong. A lot of things can go wrong out here. You know, you can stub your toe, you can get a stomach ache, bad weather can roll in. All kinds of things can happen to damper your plans for the day. So you just want to have a few different plans in place just in case. So for instance, an A plan could be, you know, I want to finish in 23 hours. Great. Okay, that's a great plan. But then what happens if things go wrong? What's the B plan? B plan might be, you know, some walking involved, and we're trying to get in under 30 hours. And a C plan might be if all kinds of things go wrong, we're walking a lot of this, and we're going to be walking it in for a 36-hour finish. It's still a finish, and you as a pacer want to, you know, you want to make sure they get to the finish no matter what. And, you know, a 36-hour finish is still a finish. So even if you fall back to the C plan, it's not the end of the world. You still want, that's the goal, is to get them to their finish. A lot of times you're making split decisions on the fly too. Are they injured or are they tired? You know, runner comes into an aid station and they tell you that they want to quit. It's 60 miles in. Well, everybody wants to quit at 60 miles. You got to figure out, are they injured or are they just tired? If they're tired, they might just need some food, some water to stop and change their socks and put their feet up for a little while. They might need a 20 or 30-minute break. They might need a 20-minute nap. That's possible. You know, if they're injured, that might be time to call it quits. If it's an injury that's going to, you know, put them out for months and months, or they're not going to be able to race their A race a couple months down the road, it's probably time to call it. But that's a decision that the pacer and the crew is going to have to make last minute. It's a little decision making on the fly. So one of the jobs of pacing an ultramarathon runner is to make sure they're eating and drinking well. So a lot of runners aren't going to feel like eating once they get to a certain point in the race. Some runners are blessed and they just want to eat everything in sight, which is great. But Myself, I get to a certain point in the race and my stomach is going south and nothing really tastes great. So as a pacer, you want to keep your runner eating. That may be one bite at a time. I always tell my runner, come on man, just give me one bite, or just give me 2 bites of this little bar before we get to the next aid station. So you're almost begging them to continue eating. To make sure they're drinking the whole time as well, one way to gauge that is if they're urinating. You want to make sure they're peeing every hour, hour and a half or so. If they're not going to the bathroom, they're probably not drinking enough. So you want to keep them drinking. Taking care of yourself as the pacer. So you definitely have to have your own food. You know, if you're in a pinch and you need a little bit of food or water from an aid station, it's not the end of the world. But ideally, you want to show up to this prepared. You want to have a pack full of food, maybe even some emergency gear, some duct tape, an emergency blanket just in case things go wrong in your pack for your runner. And so you're taking care of yourself out there as well. If you're not taking care of yourself and you fall apart and have a little bonk out there, you're no good to your runner. So not only are you taking care of your runner, but you're taking care of yourself. Very important. As a pacer, one thing you don't want to do is complain to your runner. You don't want to complain to your runner about anything. Your legs are going to be a little bit sore out there. You're going to be hungry. You're going to be going through your own stuff if you're running 20 or 30 miles with your runner. But the last thing a runner wants to hear is you complaining about how sore your legs are. If you've only got 20 miles on your legs and the runner has 50 or 60 miles on their legs. So, no complaints. The goal is to get your runner into the finish line. That's your job. That's what you're here for. That's what we're doing. We are encouraging our runners when we're out there as well. We're cheering them on. We're like their cheerleaders, right? So not only are we cheering them on, telling them they're doing a great job, but we're also cheering other runners on as well. So when you're running with someone out in the woods for 4 or 5 hours, after a while, maybe the conversation gets stale. Great, spark up a conversation with some other runners out there and some other pacers. Ask them how their runner's doing. You know, ask them what races they've been doing before. You want to keep the spirits high, you want to keep the conversations up, and you want to keep everyone in a good mood out there. We're all just trying to help each other get to the finish line, and as a pacer, you're not just there to help your runner, you're there to help everyone that you kind of come in contact with. So we're out there picking up trash that we see. We're running half this race at no cost to the race director. So if you see a little trash on the trail, pick it up. It's no big deal. And cheer other folks on as well. So you're cheering your runner on, you're cheering other folks on, you're cheering yourself on. We're all trying to get to this finish line, man.